morning, I've just realised I've put the camera up there because I'm trying to get away of so that you can see me painting and see me. But I have zero chance of being able to see any comments. So I'm going to have to use another phone to be able to read the comments. But welcome to my Sit With Me Saturdays. I've got a couple of cats in the background making a bit of noise. They want to get in and join us by the looks of it. One of them's already tried to knock the glass of water over. So I'm here because I lost my daughter in 2020, and along with my daughter, I lost a lot of other things about myself, and I do find it quite hard to get back into enjoying things. Sorry, I'm just gonna Luna's on heat. So look, I think it's gonna be one of those mornings because look, oh, Luna, oh, look how long she is. You can be here, but just can you be quiet, please? So one of the things I used to be was quite creative, and I really enjoyed creating art in whatever form and giving things a go. And since my daughter died, there are things like gardening that I used to enjoy and being creative that actually is really hard to explain how if I do the things that I used to enjoy, there's not that same enjoyment, and that's really hard when you do something you used to love doing and you don't anymore. It's really difficult. So I'm trying to get myself back into enjoying things that I once loved, while also doing something creative that is good for my mental health. And hopefully others will join me on a Saturday morning, get your paintbrushes out or do whatever you're doing. Like you could be doing your housework or just anything, and just join the conversation. If there's anything you want to know, you can ask. If there's any comments that you want to make, either about what I'm doing or to do with grief, feel free. I'm actually going to have to log in on my phone, on this other phone as well, because I need to be able to see if you do comment. So even Suki's had enough now. She's going, but she was quieting down again. Go on, Luna. Going upstairs. Going up. No? Yep. Yeah, she's gone upstairs. Now Suki's questioning her life choices because she just went upstairs. And Luna's right behind her. So yes, my name is Sinead, and yeah, I'm a grieving mother. But yeah, I would like to find the other things about myself that I used to identify with, and others identified me with. Because it wasn't uncommon to come round to my house and find one or two of us, or five of us, sat around this table painting bird boxes and turning them into fairy houses, or we used to do the most randomest stuff. Pinterest is brilliant for inspiration because we were forever creating. So welcome, and please do let me know in the comments where you're from, because actually we have people watching from all over the world, which is just amazing. Let me see. Yeah, so that's fine. So last Saturday, I started painting this, which honestly, if there weren't people sat with me on the channel actually helping, you know, motivate me, I would have given up. I would have actually given up because it's not gone the way I want it to. But here I am. I continued, and it doesn't look as bad as I thought. And I'm sure today it's going to look like a beach, a beach that I want to sit on. So this is a beach in Hurghada in Egypt, where I spent Christmas. It's actually a picture from online, so let me just need to bring that up. Where are you? All I can see is work. I don't want to see work. I hope I took a screenshot. Aha. So that is what I actually want to create. And I chose this picture because I just thought the sky was so beautiful and the sea looks so calming. But I chose it not realising how difficult it was going to be to actually paint. So let me move over a bit more over here. So I need to get comfortable. Actually, I make so much mess, and I just bought this tablecloth from IKEA. If you watch the previous video, me and, let's just call them the Excitables, went to IKEA because it was one of my daughter's favourite places. And yeah, they got just about as excited as Diva used to get when she was there. No matter how many times we went, honestly, it was just, she just loved it. So we're going to do more trips like that because it was fun. Yeah, it was really fun. So I'm using these. Yeah, acrylics. I should say I'm not actually an artist, although some people argue with that. And if you're creating art, you're an artist. But I've not had any training, and I am just having a go, because I really the reason why one of the reasons I started painting the beaches is because I really want to go to St. John in the US Virgin Islands, and because I went there, we stopped off when I was on a cruise ship, and I just found it so calming. And since my daughter's died, I've just thought, God, that is just such the perfect place for me to go to. I really need to go back to St. John, I think, but for like a month, and just have lots of calming. Can you hear the cat? Luna, I've got mind to just let her out and let her go and get pregnant. She's driving me mad. Yeah, go and lie down. If she goes and lies down on her bed, she generally stops. So yeah, St. John was just so calming when I went there, you know, just for a day. But yeah, I want to go there for a month and really experience the real St. John, not the one that everyone on the cruise ships gets off and discovers, but actually more of it. And I'm sure there are organisations and local groups where I can experience healing, you know, whether that's yoga, massages, art workshops, whatever there is. I want to be able to go to St. John and I want to be able to paint their beaches in person, you know, not just from a photograph, but actually literally just go and really experience it. So I created a vision board. The video is, I'll put the video in the comments actually, because I created a vision board and I put some photos in there and a few more of my aims. And I thought, if I want to go there and I want to manifest it, how better than to paint it? And like, because I feel like when you're painting, you really get into the picture and of what you're painting, so it feels like you're there. So yeah, we need to do this. Let's see where to start. That's the thing. Oh, let's put that box over there. Oh, it still ended up on the floor. Don't know how I managed that. Right, I am going to start with the sky, because actually that is the part that I'm really not happy with. So I will start with that. This is another acrylic set that I'm using. Abaya. This is from, I got this from Instagram. So I actually have an Instagram storefront where I just create lists. So if you're interested in anything that I'm using, please have a look on my storefront. Right, so the sky, you know, at the base it's a bit grey, so I think I'll use some of that blue grey, because that's just not working. Not working. My daughter was obsessed with grey. That says bright. I've got these beautiful paintbrushes as well. But I already have one missing and I'm not sure how. Which style? Maybe that. Let's go. I always find you know when you first start, you're like, oh, you're scared to touch the paper. This paper's from the National Portrait Gallery in London. Actual artist paper. Just thought I'd try it out. I find it so hard painting straight lines. So yeah, don't feel that you have to jump in and watch fully, like just dip in and out as you like. Get on with whatever you're doing and check, but it'd be nice if you can check back in and make sure I'm still painting and that I actually finished the painting actually, because I'm very good at quitting. Since my daughter died, I just give up quite easy. Losing a child to suicide kind of really can affect your self-esteem. So one of the things I love doing, me and Diva used to, you know, like when we've been to IKEA before, like we'd literally buy something and you know that satisfaction of, do you know when you're having trouble building something, you're having trouble putting the furniture together and you're just like, oh, I can't do it. And then all of a sudden something clicks and you put it together and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe we did it. And then like that piece of furniture is not just a piece of furniture. It's a reminder that, yeah, you found something really challenging. You thought you couldn't do it. And then, yeah, you did it. But yeah, that is something I find quite difficult in the way that I just quit so easy. And it really annoys me. Like, I really annoy myself. Oh, Luna. Luna. Luna, go and lie down. Come on. Luna, come on. Come on. Yeah, lie down. Look, it's like she's telling me no. I don't know if you can hear her. Come on. Look, Suki's gonna paint. Honestly, when they say don't do anything live and you've got cats, this is why. And the thing is, she probably thinks I'm talking to her each time I'm talking. Let's see. I love the yellows in this picture. Una, stop. 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 No. Anyone got a pretty male cat? Yeah, this is quite difficult. I'm like wishing I chose an easier picture. And I just think this is so much harder than it actually looks. So kind of. I feel like the colours are better now. The colours are getting better, but it's the texture, just in this little bit. I feel like the texture's wrong. She's like, what does that mean? Have I got another grey? Olive, that's a nice colour. I like that. Steel grey. Because I feel like it just needs, that grey just needs to be a little bit coloured. Yeah, I think it's really important to try and find some balance when you're grieving, because like some of the stuff I do is quite heavy, and just your thoughts can be quite heavy through the day. And obviously it's 5.5 years, and some people expect that you're kind of quite a lot moved on. Perhaps they think the grief just comes on certain days, like that anniversary, or when someone reminds you of them, like someone says their name. But when you've lost a child, the grief is there, just, it's constant. Like, your children are generally the first thought in your head when you wake up. And then when you haven't seen them for ages, you do worry about your children. And are they okay? It's just such a natural thing. And that doesn't stop when they've died. It doesn't stop. So, yeah, I think this needs to be more like this, because I think I've done it too blocky. It's looking better. So yeah, obviously when someone says my daughter's name, I'm like, I love it, because it means that they're thinking of them. I'm not just the only person thinking of my daughter. And especially when they share a memory, even if they've shared that memory with me before, it's like lovely. It's just thank you for mentioning my daughter and showing that you actually care about them too, that you miss them. Because that's what makes grief so isolating sometimes. Like sometimes, like, you know, if I'm in a group of friends and they're all talking about their children, and you know, they might be talking about funny things they did when they were toddlers, or and then you go, oh, I remember when Diva did such and such. And not all the time, but sometimes you just feel that almost, it's like you've said something wrong. It's like just changed the tone of the conversation because you've mentioned your child who's died. But like, they're talking about their children, and then you know, it's like sometimes I don't say anything because it just makes me feel awkward if I get the bad reaction. Because like sometimes I think, that's why I don't socialise as much as I used to as well. Because sometimes I think people just think, oh my gosh, she's always talking about a daughter. But they don't even notice how often they talk about their kids. It's what you do as a mother. You talk about your kids. It's looking better. It's improving. It's going in the right direction anyway. What colour should I do next? I think white. Oh, I've got white there. I feel like the white should maybe have a touch of grey. Right. Welcome. If you haven't joined me before, I'm Sinead, and I'm just painting a beach in Hurghada in Egypt. This is it so far. This is the second Saturday that I have been doing it, and I'm not really very happy with the painting so far, and I would have quit, but by doing it on a live video, it means people are watching, and I think it's always harder to quit when people are watching you. So thank you for joining me. There's no obligation to stay through the whole video. You can watch and be getting on with whatever you're doing and just checking every so often. Yeah, it just says sit with me Saturday. We just chill, paint, chat when we feel like. So just chat if you want to know anything. About myself, about grief, resilience. If you've got any comments, if you want to mention your loved ones, feel free. It's just a quiet space. So I think that one was the wrong bush. So I'm not a artist as in studied and everything. I am learning as I go along. So if you are an artist and you have any tips, please, tips are welcome. I actually think the grey is too dark now. I always get covered in paint. I don't know why, my paintings always look better if I paint them upside down. I'll just... weird. I don't think there's any logic in that at all. Let me know where you're from. I love painting seascapes. I just think they're so calming. Sometimes it does help to look at it from a distance as well. It'd be great if you paint, grab a paintbrush, paint along with me. little bit too much. The Sit With Me Saturdays. It's like, what would I be doing if I wasn't here now? Probably scrolling through my phone, doing absolutely nothing. So let me know, what are you doing now? How are you spending your Saturday morning? Scrolling on your phone? Stop scrolling and just watch the video, or don't watch the video, just have it playing and chip in every so often. And do you see any difference? So yeah, and or maybe get your own something that you want to do that you never do. Like, because I think we've all got hobbies from when we were younger that we literally just don't do. But we always say, oh, I used to love it, I used to love doing such and such, or I love doing this, and we don't do it. Hobbies get left by the wayside when you're adulting. There's too many other serious things to do. Like, it's important. It's good for your mental health. I've noticed a difference since I've been doing this in the mornings. I feel like the clouds look too blocky. The sky looks too blocky. I don't know what to do about it. There's a lot of white behind as well, which I do need some lessons. I find as well doing painting, the picture just looks really awful for ages, and you're just thinking, oh, I'm wasting my time. I've ruined it. Quite often I get those thoughts. I've ruined it. There are a lot of clouds in the sky. These are the same white. Titanium white and high I can't say it. It's funny, they look the same when they're definitely not the same. So I'm thinking surely that would help if I mix them a little bit. Use a bit of both on the brush. I reckon this painting is going to be 3 sessions. This is the second session and I'm still... They say hate is a strong word, but I do feel a bit out of my depth. Need a bit of blue. Honestly, the urge to quit is so strong. I feel like there's so much to think of, like the techniques of like how much paint to have on your brush. So let me just reply to this. How do I share this? How to share? Share. Why am I being silly? I feel like... There it is. Another good thing about doing this is, honestly, it just keeps me off my phone for a bit. So, yeah, I'm finding these clouds, like, let's just say challenging. They're really... I think it's because there's so many colours. And like the textures of clouds are so... I know you're supposed to do clouds like layers, like you can't just... Yeah, I think that's where I'm going wrong with this. I'm just painting it, and I need to remember that there's like the background colours and then the colours in the foreground. So that looks, that bit there looks a lot better, I think. Right, right, so that's cool. That's, I feel like that's coming better. So I think that's what I've got to do with this front bit with the yellow. I have to remember that the yellow is in the background and then the clouds are over it. I think the yellow needs some white added in. You right, H? Thank you for joining. Let me see. It's a bit all over the place at the minute, but I've just realised where I was going wrong with it, because I was struggling, really struggling with the clouds, and then something just clicked in my head, and I'm like, right, come on, I've got this now. So yeah, so although I'm painting my way to St. John, this is actually Hurghada in Egypt, where I just went. Why is my phone? Okay. Right, come on, you can do this. And the thing is, the sky's not even the bit that I thought was the hardest. The bit that I thought would be the hardest is the boardwalk. I'm going to show you. So yeah. So it's funny, the boardwalk looks a bit like a pyramid from a distance. And that, yeah, so not pyramid, the boardwalk is a bit that I'm absolutely terrified of, which is why I haven't even started it yet. It's hard because you need to try and look at these and forget what colour you think things are, and yeah, it's I think that's one of the key things with painting. But even when you know that's what you need to do, I think it's still hard to actually do that. Yeah, so now Right, I think this is coming better now. I'm not saying I'm there, but it's working better. Like I think the skyline is looking a bit more like a skyline. H, you up to anything nice today? Are you local? It's really hard getting the balance right. That's what I'm finding difficult, I think. And the thing is, because of the, the sky reflects into the sea. So it's like, can't forget that really. Just going to add some in now. Waiting. It's like there's so many colours just in the yellow bit. There's like orangey bits, yellow, and then as we go further on, I'm sure there's like tinges of red. But I'm not even going to start questioning that too much right now because struggling with this enough. Let's reframe it, not struggling, finding it challenging. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I do this every Saturday, and so I do a live video, usually painting, sometimes gardening. Maybe I'll find other things to do as well. If you've got any suggestions, let me know. So then, and then some of my other videos are more about grief and loss and how we get through these times. So I feel like the orange looks too much like a line now, or the yellow. Oh, that's looking better, I think. I don't know why it always looks better upside down. I think maybe because you stop looking at it in the way of you know what a sky looks like and trying to paint it as the sky looks like, and instead you look at it as different colours mixed together. Does that make sense? But yeah, I'm sure there's something about that that oh, that's quite yellow. No, that's got too much yellow in it. Morning. I use so much white. My stomach's going. I feel like it was getting better and now I messed it up somehow. Don't know how. I think it's a long way to go. But I'm going to call it a day because it's been an hour and a half now and I've already done, I think, an hour or an hour and a half last Saturday. So I think that's actually going to take another 2 sessions at least because I haven't even touched the sea or the sand today or the boardwalk and I still haven't finished the sky. I'm a long way from doing the sky, finishing the sky even. You never know though, I might. Oh, we've lost my picture. So yeah, quite a long way to go. So thank you for sitting with me and yeah, please come and join me next Saturday. If you haven't already, please subscribe and you can always put a click the bell so you get notified if when I do live videos, because I do this every Saturday, Sit With Me Saturday, but then sometimes I might randomly be doing something and I do live videos then as well. So please, yeah, please join me. And thank you, because I would have given up by now if I didn't have you with me. Thank you, and have a good week. Take care.